run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. A year ago, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Let's talk about Alabama. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. To the air, it's Clark. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smalls. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run to the left. Got enough for the first. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. They'll leave it with him. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Shaw. Catch in the middle, it's Walter. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They go to the ground. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Flushed out of the pocket. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
He takes it at the 45. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's the give off the left side. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Back to throw, it's off. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. Hard-hitting tackle. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. On the run, it's Singleton. At midfield, he's got room. Right down the gut of the field. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Shaw. Got a man, it's Walters. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The touchdown, Longhorn. He got a step and just dusted the field. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Got room to work. Gets it inside the 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown time.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Smalls. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Shaw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Smalls. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Going to be cut down behind the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Give to the big fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's all. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And they did tack on the extra point. defense comes on the field. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Alabama offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Power football with the run.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. It's a negative play trying to run the football. And I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo and you need explosive plays through the air.
Hunt is in the air. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Shaw. Moving away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. Falls in the deep ball. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll try the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Clark. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down through possessions, you're not punting anymore. Right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running with the fullback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Tight end now in motion. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Off the play fake. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Dropping back, it's Clark. Lets it go. Working that left side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Finds his big tight end, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duking out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the fullback. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers.